More America. We are at the camp here. As you can see, here's the truck, and there's Tom, and there's the gazebo, the fireplace, and we've got another camper showed up a couple days ago, and he's over here on this other side, and he wanted to do a interview, and I wanted to do an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we're gonna come talk to him. What's your name?
My name's Kopek.
Kopek. That's a weird first name.
Yes, it is. It's actually Polish and also my last name. So
last name. Okay, Kopek first name. Okay, Kopek's your last name.
Yes.
Okay.
First name Zach.
Zach.
Yes.
Okay, Zach Kopek. And you? How do you know Tom?
From YouTube, actually. Yes. We met last year at the RTR.
Oh,
here.
RTR. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, you were at the campfire that night.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's where I met you, but I didn't remember you. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's fine.
But I know you now. So that's what matters. That's what counts. You are a full-time nomad?
I am. Yes, I am.
Full-time. Okay. You don't have a house?
Nope.
Don't have a car, a motorcycle, Lamborghinis?
Just the van. And a Lamborghini, but I leave that at home all the time.
The car's a Lamborghini?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you live in this van. So what do you want to talk about in order? You want to talk about?
I think we could do a little bit of the tour of the van
first. Then, let's do that. All right.
We can.
Now, what is it? It's a Ford.
This is a Ford E150 on a Econoline.
Ford E150. And I'm going to have to turn around and get him in the camera, not me. So there we go. It's a E150.
Yes.
It's a half ton.
Yes. I think it's a 4.8.
4.6. 4.6, I think. I don't know, but it's a small V8.
Yeah.
It's a small V8. And enough power and everything?
Oh yeah, I haven't run into any issues, and
okay.
I'm not speeding down the highway, and
which
saves me money on parking or speeding tickets.
Right. Okay, and you bought this used as like a U-Haul truck or something, or what?
Yeah. Well, I bought it used. It had 100,000 miles, but it was in perfect condition. The guy before it was a handyman, and he had babied it. It was always in his garage and things like that.
Very good, very good.
Beautiful.
It was in really good shape for having 100,000 miles. And nowadays 100,000 miles really isn't that big a deal as it used to be.
Especially these things can go for like 300, and you know I take very good care of it. I do the oil changes, even change the air filters and things like that.
Right.
Brand new tires too. So.
Very good. Okay, now you were telling me something about IKEA. What is the IKEA angle?
Well, I do have a YouTube channel, and I'm kind of known as the van life IKEA guy.
Okay, so, what's your YouTube channel? We'll put it on the bottom down here.
My YouTube channel is my name. It's ZHKOPEC. I probably need to rebrand that because I can't say it out loud. How would you pronounce that?
It's not like it doesn't just flow off the tongue like
Sasnak.
Sasnak.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks better in text than it does when you say it, but I might have to rebrand that. I don't know.
Okay, but anyway, they can find you there now.
Yes.
And what are your videos about?
So it's all about the van life and my travels. So I drive like a trucker would. I drive for long hours and then park in the truck stops. And
why?
I like to travel. I like like to go on the road.
Okay, like Tom, he goes over, sits under a tree for 3 weeks, and you
that's not me.
That's not me either. I want to move around and see things.
Yeah, I barely stay in one place for more than like 2 days.
Very good.
I just like to move.
Okay. All right, now back to, what's the IKEA angle?
Back to the IKEA. This is the famous IKEA drawers.
Okay.
So what it is it's just a cabinet that you can pick up at the normal IKEA. It's Calyx. And all I did is it's super minimalist. I cut a little hole for the wheel well, and then I threw that into the van. And it's so great. I just bolted it down, and it's like my favorite piece of furniture in the whole van.
It's simple.
Yes, simple, minimalistic, and functional.
Yeah.
You know, you can get these drawers that come in and out.
Oh, they have the little clip right here?
Yeah.
Right there? Yeah. So they don't fly open when you're driving down the road.
I put those on myself because the normal IKEA won't have that.
Okay.
And these cabinets are even better. I love them. It's fantastic. So I've gotten a lot of praise with the IKEA.
And that was a popular video. People get.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely.
They really like it. I'll be nice.
That's one of the best. And then,
I'm gonna have to go get me some IKEA furniture.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what more videos I can do in IKEA. Okay,
now this is IKEA, and that's just your drawer for clothing and stuff, and dishes and books, of course.
Yeah. In fact, I've got a little butane stove in the back cabinet there.
You set it up on top.
Yep. I just set it on top, and then you can see I've got my library down here. Now, early on when I started my YouTube channel, somebody gave me the great compliment and said, "I bet you're one of the most well-read van life people." And I always thought that was a great compliment.
Yeah.
And so I try and read as often as possible.
All right, now is this IKEA also?
This is not IKEA. This is a custom-made futon bed that I made. And if you like it, It pulls out all the way to almost a full-size bed, and if you like it, I have a video on my channel. It's a custom camper van bed, and it'll give you a 3D layout plans. If you've ever looked at like a Lego booklet,
right?
They show you step by step with pictures. That's what I've got for this, and if you like it, you can go find the free download plan and build one your own. So it latches here and it extends out,
and then you just move the mattresses down like a futon.
Yep, it just slides down, and it's absolutely great.
Made out of 1x2s out of Home Depot.
Yeah, and then a couple 2x4s.
Yeah,
and then what I have underneath it is my solar, and then some storage down there. So we've got flexible solar panels on top.
You got a really big battery. What kind of battery is that?
These are two, I forget the brand name.
Are they the lithiums?
Max voltage? No, it's AGM.
AGM.
So about 315 watts or amp hours of AGM batteries.
Okay. And then this is your MPP, your
I
charge controller from your solar panels.
Pretty sure 40 amps.
And there's your dirty underwear. Oh, I didn't say that.
But hey, that's all clean, actually.
Okay, so you got all that stuff underneath there, storage. All right, and then you've got another cabinet up front. What is that?
So I don't know if you're familiar, or if your viewers are familiar with Into the Mystery 13. His name is Jed. He did a great.
He did an interview with me on the truck last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And he came up with it's basically a way to make foam.
He didn't come up with it. Somebody else.
Well,
but a friend of his showed him how to do it. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, he and his girlfriend they put it in there and they screwed the first one up and then had to redo it. And
well, that's similar to what I did. So I made two pieces. I made that cabinet back there, and I made one before I got the IKEA. I made it out of this, and that one screwed up. I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
So I have a video where I light that one on fire in my front yard.
What's the purpose of doing the because of lightness, right?
It's super lightweight,
light, but it's still fairly strong.
Yeah, surprisingly strong.
Really.
And
it's a sandwich type setup where the foam's in the middle and you have
fiberglass mesh
on both sides, right?
Screen,
all glued together with something, Mod Podge or something. What is it?
It was some Elmer's glue type paint.
Okay.
And then I put
which is basically what Mod
coat.
Podge is. Yeah. You smell that special aroma?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I feel like
smell a few of them around here. So, and then what's this here? Your dumbbell? Or?
Oh yeah. Well, going back to what you were saying, how you don't look like a trucker. Somebody came up to me the other day, and they're like, "Wow, I'm so glad to see somebody in van life is exercising." I didn't know what that means because I feel like everybody ought to exercise, but this is my kettlebell.
Yeah. Now
I normally go to Planet Fitness all the time to work out, but I'm big into fitness. I think, especially if you're living in a van, you're going to want to get out and you're going to want to stretch your legs and you're going to want to exercise.
Unlike me as a truck driver driving down there, yeah.
Well, let's get about
that's why I'm so out of shape. I sit in that truck all day long and don't do anything.
You got to get out and got to get moving.
Right,
so
I need to do that.
Eating healthy and working out is especially important if you're in the van life and you're traveling.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Now you just mentioned 24-hour fitness. Why 24-hour fitness?
Well, it's actually Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
But yeah, well, the best reason that I like Planet Fitness are they're 24 hours and they're all around the country, so you can go in at any time. Also, my favorite color is purple, and that's their.
Is that their okay?
Yeah, so that's their logo. So, and they're always super clean. That's like one of the best things about it. I've never walked into one where it's dirty.
So not only the fitness thing, but it's a place to take a shower because you don't have a shower in here.
Correct.
Oh, well, you don't have a bathroom in here either. What do you do there?
I've got an emergency thing for emergencies.
But just day to day,
I can go into town. I
throw
can go
it out
anywhere.
the window.
Something like that. On the highway, I throw it out when it's...
You use a truck stop or a gas station just like I do for 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no sense of having... I didn't build a bathroom in my van because I'm planning on traveling a little bit. I don't plan on sitting still for weeks on end.
Exactly. Same here.
Every morning I'm going to be somewhere. I just jump out and go over to the gas station and go to the bathroom. And
one of my favorite places to park is a Walmart because they're everywhere.
You're one of the Walmart guys.
Yes, I'm one of the Walmart guys.
And Lord.
They've got bathrooms in there. You can walk in. Most of them are 24 hours. You can walk in at 3 a.m. in the morning, go to the bathroom, and leave.
And you get your groceries right there too.
Yeah, I get my breakfast.
Now you don't even have a refrigerator, do you?
I do have a refrigerator. Actually, it's in the cabinet back there.
Oh, well, let's walk around and check it out.
It's like one of those Dometic fridges. I think it's 48 liters, something like that. So this is actually pretty neat. It's on wheels, and I can pull it out to get to it. Otherwise, it would.
Why? When you go around the corner, it just rolls out on its own?
It would. But I have industrial strength Velcro that latches onto this part of it and
in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So instead of a latch on your, okay, got it. It's just Velcro on the back. So when you push it in, you just kind of give it a little push, and it sticks.
And it latches right in.
Okay,
in fact,
and it stays right there. Yeah.
A lot of this van is put together with Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue, and Velcro, industrial strength. In fact, my solar panels up top are attached with Velcro, so I didn't have to drill anything. And
solar panel. Oh yeah, let me peek up here real quick. Oh, here we go. Oh, you got the flat ones.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4 80 watters?
4 100 watts.
Oh, you have 400 watts. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, those are put on by Velcro. I've heard they have overheating problems if they're right down on, if they need to be up a little bit so air flows underneath, otherwise they overheat. Do you have any troubles with that?
Well, I'm lucky with that the Ford roof does have little slats that go through and it does circulate a little bit.
Yeah.
I have found that since when I'm in Florida, it will overheat a little bit, and I was getting subpar numbers, so I was pretty concerned about that. But since I've left Florida, you know, I've had actually really great response from them.
So in 70-degree weather, it's no problem. It's 90-degree weather.
Yeah,
it's
90 to 100 degrees. It starts to get problems.
Well, don't go to the 90, 100 degree areas.
And by then you're not going to be van dwelling in there. You'll literally die.
All right. Well, okay. Now we got a camera. What's your camera for?
So
that's a nice little rig.
Yeah, I do a YouTube channel like we talked about before, and I also do videos for clients. So,
oh yeah, I was gonna say, how do you're a man? You don't have a pension. How do you support yourself?
Well,
Carry on.
I do have a 401k, but
I mean, you don't have a Teamsters Union pension or or whatever. So
well, I had a very lucrative and high-paying job.
Yeah,
lucrative and high-paying job, and I had all the money in the world, but I didn't have the time to spend any of it, or to even go out and talk to people.
I understand totally.
I was pretty depressed at that. So I got an opportunity to move to a job and a career where I could completely do it from online, and I didn't have to be stationed anywhere.
Right.
So I jumped at that opportunity. And built the
you're
van.
lucky on that part because you make a decent living and have plenty of money. That's why you can travel instead of sitting under a tree for 3 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
And so what I'll do is media production for the most part. I've got the camera, the drones, and I help film commercials. I help put social media marketing to things, and I also produce a couple different podcasts for clients.
All right. Now, how do you go about getting these jobs?
Well, I'm very fortunate in the fact that it's all word of mouth. Like, I've got such the network set up that I get to turn down more people than
you get 5 offers, you only take 2 of them.
Exactly, and only the ones that I want. And it seems like a common occurrence where I'm talking somebody out of using my services.
So when you're doing this, and they call you and say, we want to work with you, do you have to travel to that location, or you can do it completely remote?
Sometimes they'd like to come in the office, and if I'm in
come on up to Chicago and talk to us, kind of thing.
Seattle's a big place. I work with a couple people up there, like specific startups and things like that. So it's always fun.
So you have a regular job. YouTube is for fun or whatever. And you make tons and tons of money on YouTube, right?
Well, not exactly, because I don't run ads on my YouTube.
Oh, you're not monetized?
No.
Oh, so you could be, though.
And I do put some affiliate links in the bottom for Amazon, so click those and that'll give me extra points. But But I don't like to watch the commercials on YouTube.
I don't either.
In fact, if I see like an hour-long video that has all those yellow marks, if it has more than like 4, I'm like, I might as well go watch TV. That's the same amount of commercials there, and I'll click off of it. So I'm like, I never want to inconvenience anybody.
I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know. On my videos, I try to just put the lead commercial where you can skip after 3-4 seconds, and I think some of the videos have commercials at the end. But
I like those.
Because you just quit watching.
Yeah. And you still get the money, and the user gets to click to the next one. So I like that one. If I had to put ads on it, I would put those.
Okay. What else was we going to do? There was something else you wanted to tell me. What was it?
One of the things that I also do is, as a kind of a hobby, is I design T-shirts in all different types of gear.
Yes.
So I'm actually wearing one of mine right now. This one's titled "The Future Is in Our Hands," and it's it's a metaphor for forest and being green enough as you can. I mean, I say that as I drive around spending gas, but doing my part. So there's a bunch of different designs if you want. I know a lot of people do their own channel type of content, but my names aren't blasted anywhere on all of them. It's all shirts that are standalone. It's like things like, oh, that could be an actual shirt. It's not like a big branded YouTube thing like that. And they're all different designs, and you can check that out at nomadiclife.org. and life is spelled L-Y-F-E, so it's a kind of a stylish way to do it. And I'm always open to new designs. If you can come up with any or think of some that you'd like to see, you can always shoot me a message and I'll see if I can design it for you.
Oh, okay. You do custom work then, huh?
Yeah,
Very
every
good.
once in a while.
Okay.
If it's going to be a good shirt.
All right, now do you actually print the t-shirts or do you just send it off to a company and they print it?
So we print them on demand. So
Okay.
it's we've got all the shirts
Just like
laid out.
Tom's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
same kind of
so
stuff.
it'll take probably 2 weeks to get to you, but it's freshly made and from the United States. You're not going to be waiting 3 weeks for something to come from China. So
Very good.
we all do it in the United States.
Very good. But all right, well, thank you for the interview. And
Yeah, thank you.
let's see here. Click this around. Okay, thank you for the interview, and we're going to wrap this up. Go to all those places he said to go to. I forget what they were now, but we'll put them all down here as we do the video. And
Like and subscribe.
I always forget to say that. I figure everybody on YouTube already knows.
That's
like and
true.
subscribe.
Yeah, I rarely say
You
that
know,
in any of my
it's
videos.
almost like insulting your intelligence.
Yep.
You know, oh, look and
Click the
subscribe.
bell icon.
Yeah, so that's why I never bother saying it.
Yep.
But all right, well, thank you very much, Nick.
Absolutely.
Take care. Bye-bye.